Hello friends, today we are learning a new lesson, prose lesson, Values in Life, written by Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling. Now let's we start the biographical sketch of Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling, 1865 to 1936, was an English poet and novelist who is remembered for his many books of fiction, including Kim, Just So Stories, and The Jungle Book. Rudyard Kipling was an English poet and he also wrote novels, including his famous novels are Kim, Just So Stories, and The Jungle Book. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1907. He was also a awardee of Nobel Prize in 1907. Kipling was offered the knighthood several times. He also offered the knighthood for several times, though he declined it. But he had not accepted the knighthood. Controversy surrounds Kipling's career, as many critics believe that despite his exceptional narrative talents, controversy surrounds Kipling's career as many critics believe that despite his exceptional narrative talent, he has very exceptional narrative talents, but in his writing there were a controversy, and in his own career there is a controversial career imbibed in the life of Rudyard Kipling. Kipling may in fact have been promoting British imperialism. He has been promoting the British imperialism. The present prose chapter or lesson, Values in Life, means जीवनातील मूल तत्वे. Values in Life is a speech delivered by Rudyard Kipling before a group of university students in Canada. He delivered the speech. The extract is a speech delivered in a group of Canadian students. In this speech, he puts before the students two choices. He had put the two choices before the students. One is wealth for wealth's sake and wealth for the sake of betterment. To fulfill the needs of life. For the fulfillment of the needs of better life, students have to choose the one. He suggests acquire wealth with your left hand, but keep your right hand for your proper work in life. He also suggests to the students that acquire wealth with your left hand means you earn money in one hand, and on the other hand you should do the appropriate or better work for the betterment of life. Now the actual lesson we start. Let's we start the actual lesson. According to the ancient and laudable custom of the schools, I, as one of your wandering scholars, return, have been instructed to speak to you, and according to the ancient custom, and laudable means praiseworthy, प्रशंसनीय. Laudable customs of the school. He was a very scholar and returns to his own life, and he instructed to the students of Canada. The only penalty youth must pay for its inviolable privileges is that of listening to people known. Listening to people known is the most inviolable privileges for the youth. Alas, to be older and alleged to be wiser. On such occasions, youth feigns an air of polite interest and reverence, while age tries to look virtuous. In that age, the youth feigns as an air of polite interest and reverence, which pretenses sit uneasily on both of them. On such occasions, very little truth is spoken. He has spoken a very little truth in that occasion. I will try not to depart from the conventions. He would not depart from the conventions, and he also would try not to depart from the convention, but he would not tell you how the sins of youth are due very largely to its virtues, and he will not tell you how the sins of youth are due very largely to its virtues, how its arrogance is very often the result of its innate shyness, how its brutality is the outcome of its natural virginity of spirit. Means he did not want to tell you the negation in the life of students. He only make the students' attention on the positive view of life. It means that in past life the students do the bad things or good things, whatever it may be. It is not concerned with the future life, but in future life students have to behave in a positive manner. How its brutality is the outcome of its natural virginity of life. Arrogance is very often the result of its innate shyness. These things are true, but your preceptors might object to such text without the proper notes and emendations. Preceptors means your teacher. All these things are true. Means the arrogance results from the innate shyness. When you take experience from the outside world, then you will be a experienced person, otherwise not. In this concern, all these things are true, but your perceptors might object to such text without the proper notes and emendations. But I can try to speak to you more or less truthfully on certain matters to which you may give the attention and belief proper to your ears. And then Rudyard Kipling also want to speak with the students more or less truthfully, but he pays his attention, most attention towards the proper belief and proper understanding for the betterment of the student's life. When to use a detestable phrase, you go out into the battle of life. When to use a detestable phrase, you go out into the battle of life. You will be confronted by an organized conspiracy which will try to make you believe that the world is governed by the idea of wealth for wealth's sake. And when we confront it with the real life, then you understand the real position of outside the world. Or when we confront it with the conspiracy, organized conspiracy outside the world, and then you believe that the world is governed by the idea of wealth for wealth's sake. Wealth for wealth's sake means only money and money and money. There is not any concern with the feelings and the values in life in this modern era. And that all means which lead to the acquisition of that wealth are, if not laudable, at least expedient. And all that means, all the thoughts finally leads to the acquisition of that money, acquisition of that wealth. Those of you who have fitly imbibed the spirit of our university, and it was not a materialistic university which trained a scholar to take both the Craven and the Ireland in England, will violently resent that thought, but you will live and eat and move and have your beings in a world dominated by that thought. But wealth is not more important for the living in a very appropriate manner. The values in life means morality in life. Moral values. Values means moral values. Moral values in life is not come from the only wealth. The only wealth is concerned with the materialistic world, and in this era we live in this materialistic world. But Rudyard Kipling wants to instill in the mind of the students that when we more or less relieve from the materialistic world, then you also better understand the values in life. So he puts an example of the university, and it was not a materialistic university which trained a scholar to take both the Craven and the Ireland in England, will violently resent that thought. And the university is not a materialistic university. University is a intellectual university, and that makes the scholars not concerned on the way, but concerned on the intellect. But you will live and eat and move and have your being in a world dominated by that thought. Some of you will probably succumb to the poison of it, and some of the students probably succumbs means probably unaware or probably unstable in this intellectual world. They are more concerned with the wealth and money, but for the better living or the values in life, you can learn from the intellectual university. We will stop here. The next part of the lesson you will see tomorrow.